Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 information video. In this video I'll show you the hauls made by Hörmann of the Highland fishing pack. Yeah, and there are quite a lot. There are so many that I have to divide the hauls in two different sections. We just go to the build menu, then I can show it to you. Here we are, and in the shed area we have all those Hörmann hauls, 7, and then we also have 7 more or less typical rundown sheds from other brands. Yeah, and in this video I'll show you the Hörmann hauls. And we start with that one here. So they are not in the order of the price. I don't know in which order they are, but we just start with the first one. So this is 312,000 bucks, and it has a workshop inside. And maybe we should turn it, and then there you can see it has a lot of gates, like garage gates, and a workshop, and it's massive. So I think we just place them all and then we go around and have a look. And here we have an open shed, and yeah, it's much cheaper. Oh, and here with this one you can configure solar panels and the color of the gates, and with the other one you can configure solar panels or not. And then here we have a smaller one, and it's rather similar to the other rather small Hörmann shed, but it's a little bit bigger. So we could compare them. I just place it and then we'll have a look at the base game one. It's much smaller, but the same style. The roof is different, so the smaller one has just one side at the roof, and the other one has a roof with 2 parts. Yeah, and the size is different, but the style is more or less the same. So, and here we have one that has hourly income included. So the solar panels are there by default. And does it have a garage? No, it doesn't have a garage. It's just a rather small shed that is closed with solar panels. And here we have another big one. It's a little bit similar to that, but as you can see, it's not so deep. Oh, and I need more money, so no problem. So give me 5 million. Okay, now I'm happy and I can buy this. So it's a similar price to the first one, but much smaller. And yeah, and it's called Big Garage, even if it's smaller. And here, this price is rather similar, and this has a workshop, and it's rather big, so this is very long. And yeah, so I wonder how it got this price. So this has the same price than that one, those two have the same price, and here this has a similar price. Maybe you can find gold in this, or the windows are very expensive or so. I don't know. Yeah, and here, this is the most expensive one, and it's huge. You can have a whole enterprise in this. Yeah, and now we go and have a look. So, and here you can celebrate big parties in this, or have all your equipment there. And a lot of those gates. And yeah, I think the advantage of this type of gate is that there is only very little place where you can't enter the building. So yeah, you have a lot of possibilities to drive inside. And here is the workshop. And no decoration. I think they keep the Hörmann halls rather clean, because the decorative stuff wouldn't be Hörmann, and this is all Hörmann. Yo, next one is this drive-through shed. Yeah, not much to say about it, apart from it's huge. You could have a tractor and a long trailer, and I think you can have a whole lot of stuff in here. And I like this drive-through thingy. I always need drive-through sheds, and this is good. And not too expensive. And this one is rather straightforward, simple, and it has a rather nice big roof, so you could put things in front of the shed to protect them from rain. And here, this is not for the very, very tiny equipment like the other one, but this is more for the normal equipment. Yeah, and it's not massive, obviously, but I like it. I could imagine to use it. And then we have that one. And it has a gate here and there. And I think this is good more for smaller equipment stuff. And if you're good at navigating in narrow spaces, this is a fantastic shed, because it doesn't take so much space. And I, for myself, I couldn't use it, because everything is too narrow. If I want to have, let's say, a fertilizer spreader, sowing machine, cultivator, and so, it would be rather terrible for me to drive here and get them, because it's rather narrow. But if you are good with such stuff, then perfect. I would prefer one like that with doors here and door here and so. Then I would like that shed. Yeah. But I think there will be players who are perfectly happy with this. Yeah, when you are able to do all this navigating inside stuff. And this here is much more to my liking. This is the rather small one. It's still huge, very huge. That has the same price than the first one. And for my taste, or for my playing style, let's say it like that, this would have a good size, a very good size, because usually I don't have such long vehicles. And here you can have quite a nice trailer and a tractor fitting all inside here. And yeah, you have access to every part of the hall because it has so many of those gates. And you have a lot of light. So even if the price is rather high for the size compared to the others, I really, really like this. This is very usable in my opinion. And yeah, the other one, the first one, is perfect if you have bigger equipment or you want to drive around inside the hall. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. This here has different doors. Here with a workshop. This workshop is narrower than the other one, but I think it's still wide enough for nearly everything. And here you can open the gates and they overlap. And I couldn't bring some of them to open. So maybe it's a bug or maybe I did something wrong. But I couldn't open them all. But even with not all doors opened, it's very huge and useful shed. And maybe they wanted to showcase this different types of gate that slides open to the side and not to the top. And here we have a different area with gates that open to the top. So it's nearly two halls in one. And here we have an area for people. But you could still place a tractor here and then just sneak through this. Yeah, good for big machinery. And then we have this very, very large one. Here it has several sections. And here we have those doors that open to the side, where you can put your most valuable equipment. And here is a workshop with a drive-through function. And here it's a massive open area. And then still open but separated. And here is something I wonder, what is the meaning behind it. I don't really understand what this means. So here we have an area, a drive-through area or such, or maybe an area where you can put a combine. I think it would be big enough for a rather big combine, but not with header attached, without a header. And here you could put something rather big, but only through this gate. And why do we have this tiny wall? So you maybe to showcase something or so, because you can see it from here. You maybe even could enter it. So you jump here and then you enter the machine, but you couldn't use it for something to drive out. So I guess if I would have designed this hall, I would have just removed those little walls, and then that would be a good place for the smaller equipment, like the cultivator, fertilizer spreader, and so forth. But maybe it's not intended for that. I'm sure it's not intended, because, yeah, they will have thought something. And anyhow, even if I don't understand for what this is good, you could make use of this. Anyhow. Okay. Yeah, I think you can really have your whole enterprise stored in that. And I really like those Hörmann halls. I guess if I would be a rich farmer with a big farm, I would buy those Hörmann halls, because they are so beautiful and they look very elegant. Yeah, and I'm quite happy that we got so many more of them in this new pack. And nobody talked about it. They are just there. And I'm quite happy about it. Okay, that's it about the Hörmann halls. And in the next video, we will have a look at the not Hörmann halls, the run-down sheds from the map. And we also have 7 of them, and they are much cheaper. Okay. Thank you for your support as a Ruby channel member. If you want to buy FS25 or a DLC, feel free to use my code OMATANA. You'll find the link for the PC version in the video description. It doesn't cost you anything extra and supports me a lot. Now I wish you a wonderful day, thank you for watching, and all the best till next time. Tschüss!